Hello, this is Josie with KnitChats. Today I'm going to talk about the knit along that is currently happening with KnitChats and the Dizzy Knitter. My friend Pamela over at the Dizzy Knitter invited me and KnitChats for a joint community project. And the project we chose is the Granger hat. And this is it. This is the one I did up. This yarn is Noro Curion Air, and unfortunately it's been discontinued, but you might be able to find it as of this recording, which is today is Wednesday, February 2nd, 2022. The Dizzy Knitter still had some skeins left and they were on sale, so you might want to go check it out. This is the version of the Granger hat in the it's a bulky weight yarn. The sample that I'll be doing for the actual knit along is in this gorgeous yarn, which is a worsted weight yarn for this version, and this is the Dream in Color Classy, Dream in Color Classy Cashmere. So it is a blend of merino, cashmere, and nylon, and this is in the Beachcomber colorway, which is exclusive to Pamela and the Dizzy Knitter. So you can head over to her site and check it out if this is something for you. It has pinkish tones, slightly muted, with these wonderful little flecks of color that you might be able to see here. Little flecks of like a peachy pink. I love that. Okay, so that was just a brief introduction on the Granger Toque cowl. This pattern was written by the lovely Jenny Noto, and her she also goes by Wanded 527. And she has her patterns available on Ravelry. So for those who are joining the KAL, the knit along, K-A-L, I will be doing the special stitches, and so that's what this video will do. I will be doing tutorials for each of the special stitches in this pattern, and so it'll be located all in one place in this video. And I'll go ahead and mark the different places in the video to indicate the different stitches, and that way as you're knitting along you can jump to those portions of the video for the quick demonstration of that special stitch maneuver. Okay, I'm glad you've joined us in this knit along, and I can't wait to see your projects. The hashtag for this project is hashtag Granger Toque KAL 2022, and you'll want to go ahead and post that on Instagram because that is where we'll be selecting the prizes to give away. Okay everybody, thank you, and if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. Thank you. Happy knitting. So we are on round 2 of the Granger Toque pattern. Round 2 is purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, and then the special stitch. So at this point I'm at the special stitch. The special stitch happens over these 3 stitches. To demonstrate that, we are going to knit 3 through the back loop we insert our right tip into the back loops of those 3 stitches, wrap your yarn, and then carefully pull that through. Now give it some slack here, which you'll need to complete the stitch so that it's still nice and loose. Yarn over, and then we're going to go right back into the back loops of those 3 stitches. Wrap your yarn and carefully pull it through. Again, pulling up some slack on that 3rd stitch. Then slide those 3 stitches off the needle. You should have 3 stitches on your right needle. You'll notice here there's an elongated stitch. Just remember that that was the first stitch you pulled out of the sequence here, and that's going to be on the furthest right of these 3 stitches. Just make note of that as you continue knitting the next round, because sometimes you'll see this sort of mingle and get caught with these other 2 stitches, and you'll just want to make sure that this is going to be the first stitch you knit on the next round. There's also an alternate way that the designer provides to do this stitch. If you find that the stitch is too tight, or you're struggling with knitting through the back loops, you can try it this way. So I will work the special stitch on these 3 stitches. What you can do is slip these 3 stitches knitwise. So slip, knitwise, slip, knitwise, slip, knitwise. Insert the left tip into the front of those stitches, and then knit. And what that does is it twists these 3 stitches and opens them up a little bit more for you, and it does make it easier to go through those 3 back loops. And then continue with your yarn over, and then into the back loops again, and gently pull it through. Again, give it some slack. Slide the 3 stitches off your needle. And this is what I mean by that stitch, that elongated stitch getting sort of, overlapping these 2 stitches. You just want to make sure that when you come to the following row or round, you'll be knitting that stitch first. We're now on round 4 of the Granger Toque pattern, and I will be demonstrating the RPT, or right purl twist. So the twisted stitches, the RPT and the LPT on this round, will involve 2 stitches. So we've come to the RPT, and we are going to address these 2 stitches. The sequence is knit into the 2nd stitch, and then purl the 1st stitch. Yarn forward and purl the 1st stitch, and slide the 2 stitches off your needle. Now for the LPT, or left purl twist. Again, we're going to work that sequence off 2 stitches. So the LPT is slip this stitch knitwise, slip this stitch knitwise, insert the left tip into both stitches from right to left and put them on the left needle. What this does is it reverses the order of those stitches. Now you're going to purl and knit. And that's the sequence.